It's your boy B to the K to the D and the NAS in the building, aka Read a D. Today we are going to interview Mama T. She has opened her new shop and it's going to be amazing. Follow me, let's go see something. Alright, we are now at Mama T's shop, which is called Distant by O. Let's get in and see some amazing stuff. As you guys already know, we are right now in Distant by O. Let's take a look at the things and later we meet Mama T. It's your boy B to the K to the D and the NAS, aka The Rock. I'm here today with
Patricia, aka Mama T.
All right. As you all know her, this is African Diasporatv, and then we are here today to just know how she started all this up and how she has built herself over the year, and she's finally owning the shop, as you guys already saw in the video. So let's ask her some few questions. Let's have her tell us about herself before we dive into it. Okay, so we want to know about you. Who are you? Where are you from? What was the idea behind what you're doing now?
Okay, so my name is Patricia. I was born and raised in Austria, but my roots are Nigerian, West Africa. I started Distance by O officially in 2018. I launched the brand. I was 6 months pregnant as at that time, and I had this vision of, I was prior actually an insurance agent for the diplomatic services in Vienna, and then I had this vision of just being able to leave footprints in my hometown, which is Vienna, and just embrace and making sure that the African culture remains in Vienna, because my plan in the long run was to actually leave the diaspora and return back home. So 2018, I launched the brand, and I had quite of a break because I had my twins and my maternity leave. And I did do quite a few pop-ups and markets, but I fully relaunched about 2 years ago, 2020. And the idea of opening this boutique came the beginning of 2021, actually. The thing about life is fear. So fear can be an obstacle. Fear was probably the reason why it took me till October to actually sign a contract, for a rental space. And yeah, I mean, obviously close friends and family pushed and said, you know what, just in Deutsch you would say Auge zu und durch. And yeah, in November 1st, I signed my lease agreement, and then we started renovating. The way you see the place now, this is not how it was before. Literally took out all the tiles, everything, and remade it. And then we had the lockdown, and then we didn't have an opening. And then finally, fast forward, we had, which you also attended, we had the opening on March 12th. March 12th. So March now 12th, we're 2 months in business.
And to add something small to that, it was really amazing. The opening, the decoration, the setup was really fantastic, which we don't mostly get in, let me say, in the African community in Europe. Like, our shops are mostly not that classic. You know, when you enter, you already know that, okay, this belongs to African, you understand?
Wow.
But when I came in here, it was amazing. I love being honest. I'm a generous man. So the next question is, what inspired you, to take this step? What inspired you? What was the inspiration behind everything?
My children. Growing up in Vienna, it's two ways. It's either you're close to your roots or you get lost. And it was very important for me to make sure that my kids stay close to their roots, which are African. And secondly, also sh- having a foundation in this country, regardless if you have the passport or citizenship, you will always be seen as an alien. And owning something here and building something here for your next generation will give them a stronger foundation to achieve more in life. So that was that. My kids, obviously, Adan and Obi are my motivation, my inspiration.
All right, we all heard that. That means her kids always keep her going, even if she feel like stopping. You know. So how do you deal with the next question is how do you deal with the challenges that comes along with it? Because we are all in Austria here or Europe here, and then we know how it is as a black person to set up something or to stand up for something, while the majority of the people think that we cannot make anything better, we cannot add to the community. So,
We're keeping it real here. It is hard. It is very, very, very hard. Before anyone takes this kind of a step, to be honest, think about it twice. It is very hard owning in this country. It is very hard owning as a black person, and it is even harder owning as a black female. I remember I actually had a flag outside. There was a shop sign which was vandalized within 7 days of opening. Just because I am black. So these are things that you deal with. I've had people pass by, even though it's just 2 months.
A minute. This is really, let's be serious, right? Let's be serious. We are in Europe, in Austria, where things are done according to the law, so to say, right? And then somebody opened their shop, and then how did you wake up one day morning and came and it wasn't there?
No,
did you see
actually,
the person?
as at that point in time, I was in Nigeria. I was there to oversee the custom orders that we had for several weddings coming up. And then I got a call that I hope everything is fine, hope you're sitting. I'm like, what happened? They were like, the flag is gone, the front is vandalized, there are beer cans everywhere. They literally vandalized the windows. And I was quite emotional. First of all, I mean, I am a woman, I am a stressed mom, and then everything builds up because as a startup, you're constantly under pressure. So there's certain things that trigger that will now, all the things you have been taking in just offload at that moment. And when I got the call, I was like, I have been through so much since November. Like, what is it? What is it? And it was quite painful. But then, this is May, you get over it, you move on. Some things are replaceable, others you have to wait. As a startup, you have expenses. But at the end of the day, I grew up here. I know how this country is. And it's not these little things that are going to stop me from pursuing my vision and my dreams. So obstacles are bound to happen.
All right. So did you report it to the police and then, or did you do anything about it, or you just let it go?
I moved on in life as many black people do. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So knowing what you know now, what would you have changed when you first started?
Oh my God, I could release a book. It's too much. It's
just in maybe in a
I know they say that nothing will ever be perfect and don't wait for perfection, just start. But to be honest, if you have responsibilities, you have to have a family, think twice. Do try to wait to a certain extent that things should not be 100%, but at least 80, 85. Financially speaking, as a startup, make sure you have the cash because every single day you will have bills that you cannot explain. And it's like, there's things that I would mention. It's so much, but yeah, make sure financially you're stable to a certain level. You're prepared for what you will face. And also time management. Procrastination cannot be part of your life running a business. I can only speak of Indiana. You need to stay on track because before you know it, things will pile up. The energy, there's so much in running a business that things that you should be prepared. Yeah, finance. Honestly speaking, capital. Have the capital. Because when you have capital, the things that get too much, you can employ someone to do it for you. So have the capital.
Absolutely. So like I always say, sometimes we all say that, yeah, you don't need to get a capital to start this. You can start at any time you want, just any little thing in your hand. But trust me, if you really somebody who is ambitious, right, and you know what you are aiming at and targeting, trust me, really prepare. Your timing have to be accurate, and consider your family or the people around you before you dive into anything you want to dive into, because you don't want to end up regretting or giving up on the way, right? So, yeah. And why did you decide to establish here, the shop here, like in
In the
the area,
district,
in the
this area.
district? Yeah.
I mean, first of all, this is like the lease is into two sections. So my church actually has a part of this 300 square meters. So as we know, many churches do struggle with maintaining their rents, being able to pay up at the end of the month without inconveniencing their members. And when this place, I used to use this place for events before, anyways. Like I had the African Shopping Festival here, I had pop-ups here, I had Galden, my other event company with my partner. We used to have events here. So I was like, I have already used this place once. I can as well just permanently rent it. Yeah, and then the situation, it's close to the train stop. It's not city center, but it's still city. And it's a migrant environment. So I did check other places in town, but the truth is that as a Black person, you need to go to where you feel comfortable. And I feel comfortable on
Here.
this street. Yes. At the very end of the street, there's even like an African
Thing
bistro.
there.
Yeah. And then you have the Chinese people here, you have the Turkish people here, you have the Pakistani people here, you have the Indian people here. So, you know, when you see your people, you stay close.
Absolutely. It's I think I understand her, because it's really about where your spirit is connected to. You don't just go open a shop somewhere because everybody's saying you should, or do something because everybody's there doing it, but where your soul is connected to, no matter what the people will come. Because if that is where you were meant to be, trust me, it will work out. So, how did you raise your first founding?
Little loan and savings.
So,
Or what do you mean first? You mean like first
like when
2018 first, or
the moment you
store?
got the idea, not the store, but when you got the idea, like, let me start this, because
Oh,
you had a journey before getting the store.
okay. Well,
So the
I
store is the
was
result of your
okay. Yeah,
hustling.
I can't call the company's name, but I was an insurance agent before, so I had money.
Okay. Okay.
I had money saved up.
I see. And
And it wasn't, if I produced as at that time, it wasn't like this. It was more like, like 20 pieces. So it
I see.
wasn't, yeah, it was budget friendly at the beginning.
But is it something that everybody, like, okay, let me give a range. Like, maybe if I hold 500 euros, can I start with it? Or 200 euros?
No,
No.
because you have to, what is important in distance bio is for everybody to know that it's about bridging the gap between Africa and the diaspora. So basically everything in this store you see was created and made in Africa, be it Nigeria, be it Ghana, be it Benin. It was created in Africa, meaning that at a point in time you actually have to go there to organize your network. So only your ticket is more than that 500. Yes, you get what I mean? So it's not even about just the clothes, it's about being able to go home and create that network and then coming here and saying, okay, I'm going to do a pop-up.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
But it is. So let's talk about the traveling part a bit. If you going home, right? What are some of the challenges you face when you get there, trying to get the things? Because I know
Quality.
The quality of the things.
Quality. Being able to source quality, being able to have the right staff, being able to manage whatever it is. One thing about Africa, we are great, but we are very disorganized. So being able to organize a network that can ensure a constant flow of production in Africa is very difficult because you're dealing with different personalities.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Then on this channel, which is what do you call it? We like to solve the situation, right? We like to find a solution to it. So, as you have detected this problem, right, with us Africans, including me, how do you think we can go about it to solve this situation from like producing quality and organizing ourselves? What can we do to improve ourselves?
In the diaspora, or you mean in Africa?
Let's talk now about the diaspora because we are in the diaspora.
I mean, how we can, the question again.
How can we can improve in organizing ourselves, being
Oh.
on time, because we are mostly late at the interview, at the jobs, when especially when we are meeting ourselves. Yeah, we are always
I
late.
think it starts with appreciating and respecting our roots. Where we come from, people used to wake up at 4, 5 a.m. Once the cock crows, once the sun is coming up.
Absolutely.
It's a different, I feel like in many things we have lost our connection to our roots, because if we actually said we were close to our roots, we wouldn't be coming late. We would be agile in the morning. We would jump up. We would be happy to make money, to hustle, because that is how we were formed. That is the African man, the African woman. We are strong people. But I feel like coming to the diaspora, I feel people get very comfortable because we have this cement buildings and big banks and big social systems that catch us up when we become lazy. Because at the end of the day, that's the difference. In Africa, if you're lazy, you will suffer and die.
Absolutely.
In Austria, if you're lazy, you will go to a building and get money and go home on Netflix.
That is true.
I think being here has made us very soft. And because we have become soft, we no longer respect boundaries or time or culture or anything that's important to have a good flow in a day, because there's no pressure. Okay, I don't come in time. What's going to happen? Nothing. Okay, I cancel last minute. What's going to happen? Nothing. Okay, I don't go to work. What's going to happen? Boop, then they quit me. I'm still going to get money.
That is
But like in Africa, like when your boss says you are here by 8, you are running to your job, because when they sack you, we're talking about overpopulation.
even in the schools, it's like that. When you're late, they will beat you, but because
everyone wants that position you have. So there's that's the word, competition. There's competition in Africa because people are talented and we're overpopulated. There's no competition in Austria.
So everybody's relaxed.
Country. We're relaxed. If you need something, you can call highest 2 names that provide this certain thing. So it's like, and if it's not provided, okay, then it's like you get there's no pressure here. Okay, then you don't do anything the whole year. You get your social payments and whatever, and just don't do anything. And then another year passes, and then maybe I travel, and then maybe 20's gone, 30's gone, 40's gone, and then we end up like a generation that actually came to hustle, because many of our parents and uncles and aunties came here to like build something.
Yeah.
Even though they might have not built like banks or something, but at least they came here to give us opportunity.
At least they gave the kids that growing up a good start.
Yeah, so it's up to us to like, this getting comfortable. It's not what it's uncalled for.
It's not in the blood. It's not in the DNA.
So it's the environment. But just because an environment is so relaxed doesn't mean you have to be relaxed. Absolutely. Just because they don't want you to, they don't need us to achieve. Austria doesn't need Black people to achieve anything. You understand?
Absolutely, I agree to that.
It's the moment we realize that we want to become better, we want to have an industry, we want to be respected as people, because I think that's just a close thing too. We already had a discussion about racism. When you respect someone, it is hard for you to. You cannot be a racist to a rich man. I still argue with people. When you come into a room and you're respected, even if they want to give racist comments, they will do it when you're gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
They will not do the face-to-face with you. And I feel like if we can just, like we say, okay, startup is hard.
I think even if you will face a racism,
let us start up things. I do notice it now when I go to places and then they see, okay, Geschäftsführerin, or they see that I have a store, they look at me different. They say, okay, this one, she's serious, you understand? So let us listen to her. You cannot be heard if you are relaxed, or if you don't leave your comfort zone. And that's the thing. Austria provides a comfort zone that makes you so unambitious. Because at the end of the day, why am I stressing myself? Let's say the fact. How much do I go home with after I pay all this fixed costs? Meanwhile, you could be home having like 3-4 kids, and
You have enough.
Country we live in.
It's the country we live in.
We go home with the same money at the end of the month. It's just that, okay, now in 10 years from now, obviously, I will not go home with the same money. Because I'm starting something.
Absolutely
but
not.
For now, I know people that have more money than I do right now, and they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
But you know,
that is the work of entrepreneur.
Yeah,
and
that's what we are. We are Africans, so we need to step out of this social basket, and you know,
and then take be ourselves. You know, the heart of the lion, the lioness, the tigress. Like, let's get it done. You know,
and
let's
give
begin
impact.
to
Show me
eat
impact. Be impactful.
The success like a meat. You know, let's achieve it. Let's make it together. And please, my people, let's always be on time. It's important. Because for me, if I make termin with you, appointment with you, and then you come late, it's cancelled. We have discussed a lot, and those that are listening have definitely learned something. Trust me. You know, we're not going to make the interview too long, as we promised you guys, right? So, I would like you to take just like a minute, you know, to tell us about how people can locate you and how you advertise, like your social media handles, how the address of where we are at the moment, and how people can see you to purchase from you, before I ask my last question.
Okay, so once again, let me introduce myself. My name is Patricia. I am the owner of distancebyo.eu. I am located at Schwegerstrasse 20 in the 15th district. You can, right now, we're working on our website, so it's not online yet, but you can find us on Instagram or on Facebook. If you need any custom orders, if you want to order something you see online, you can always send me a DM. You're always going to get a response. You're always going to get a reply within hours. And yeah, the store is open Wednesdays to Saturdays, Wednesday to Friday from 11 till 7, and Saturdays from 11 till 5 p.m. Come by, shop Afrocentric, shop and buy Made in Africa.
And the social media handle names?
It's distancebyo. Everything is distancebyo. Even the website, although it's not online, is www.distancebyo.com. So everything is distancebyo.
All right. So everything is distant by You got it. If you don't got it, forget about it. So our last and final question: what is success to you, and do you think you are successful?
Do I think I'm successful? I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's
it's good. It's good at least.
What is success? Yeah. Being able to meet your goals, setting goals and achieving them is success.
Absolutely.
Bam.
Absolutely. You know, when you're talking with intelligent people, you don't struggle, you know, and you don't go around like and nah. It's just straight to the point. Hit the nail on the head.
Do I think I am successful?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm doing a very good job handling my dreams, my purpose, my passion, and being a mother and a wife. So I think I'm doing a good job. Am I successful? I will be successful in a matter of time. We're getting there.
Okay. That means there is a purpose and a goal she have set. Like, she already explained what success means to her. So she's trying to achieve it. So the moment she achieve it, that means, my dear,
you'll see me worldwide.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for staying with us and for staying tuned and then waiting patiently.
Thank you for having me.
And then we also appreciate you so much for coming, honestly.
I appreciate you.
We are glad that we have one of our own putting such a beautiful and a brilliant idea up. And then we feel like home when we come here. It's like Africa in Europe. It's amazing. This is called the Barber's English Fantablastic. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Comment, share, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that
subscribe.
This is Baba, aka Boss It Up right now.